The virtual visiting project has started with this idea. We've got a telehealth room at the university that wasn't getting used, and we wanted to create a space for students to develop some of their skills that they're learning on the programme before they actually go out on placement. So we contacted Sunderland Council to ask them for a meeting around some potential ideas, and one of the ideas that we came up with was virtual visiting. So once a week our students make contact virtually with the occupational therapy staff down at Farnborough Court, and they do a virtual visit, a very much a social visit that allows our students to develop relationships, talk to people that maybe not having any visitors, that are isolated because of COVID, or may not have any family.
So we're just working with the council and we're doing virtual visiting. Obviously in the current situation we're in during COVID, people haven't been able to have visitors. So having virtual visiting, it's given people having the opportunity to have some company and communicate with somebody and talk about their life experience. During the beginning of doing this process, we just started talking to them about what their likes and dislikes were, but we found conversation can run quite dry because obviously COVID and people aren't doing anything anymore. So we then went on to using some therapeutic modes and going through a process. So we spoke about what their occupations were, what they enjoyed doing, how their life is normally at home, and what they're looking forward to doing when they finally get home again.
Well, the customers, the first sort of few visits were a little bit stilted. Our conversation didn't flow so well, but we've built on that and we've developed it over the last few weeks. And as we were talking to a lady last week who was very apprehensive about using the technology, she didn't have a smartphone, but engaged really well with Courtney. Had a lovely conversation with her, and when I was chatting with her after the virtual visit, she just said it was lovely. She really felt like she connected with somebody. Somebody was able to sit and have a long conversation with her that she hasn't had before. So they are really benefiting from the opportunity to, one, try the technology, and also just having a conversation and having a bit of, you know, it's not about what would you like for your dinner, what do you need right now, just a general conversation with somebody outside of Farnborough Court, and a phone call from their family is pretty much all they've been having. So I think it's really benefiting them and getting them to think about what they could possibly do differently when they go home.
They know they're talking to people from university, and they realise that they're giving us an opportunity as well, so they feel like that's meaningful. As well, obviously it's good for us because we're able to practice our skills and develop on them, but they're able to communicate and realise that they're doing us some good as well.
To review those customers and their therapy plans, we physically have to leave the building, go to the house, arrange a time when the worker from our reablement team will be there, and that's a lot of travel time. It's not cost effective and time efficient. So I'm hoping we can use more of this technology just in our normal business to virtually review and catch up with customers when they've been discharged from us from the building, to keep in touch with them at home. I definitely want to see more kind of remote working where we can do that even from our home base. So that's how I see it evolving.
This project with Farnborough Court and the council is just the start of our journey as using students to develop relationships and working on their skills. I would like to see it continue past COVID. Farnborough Court will have customers that don't have family and friends visiting, so it's an opportunity there. But I see this as part of a bigger project to develop more projects using technology.
I don't think the tech's that innovative, but I think when we're working with people in their 80s to 100s, having an iPad at home and doing FaceTime calling is innovative to them. So it's helping with that culture shift of moving and using technology in everyday life, helping families link in with their relatives a little bit more easily. So what your mum tells you down the phone that she's feeling is going to be very different to what she'll see on a camera if we can get people using video calling as well. But certainly linking in with the university like this is quite innovative and using that tech in a different way.